Hey, Mr. Fisher, I read the book The Freedom Rider's Diary, written by students at Woodrow Wilson High School and English teacher Miss Ann Gruwell. So basically, this book, it's not the typical book. This is a book which has a bunch of diaries, poetry, and entries from real students from back then, and all this was written in their high school career. Like, this is real, like the realest they can possibly get. So it's a nonfiction book. I guess you can say it's also autobiography in a sense, because these kids are talking about their lives and the struggle they face and distractions. And Miss Erin Gruwell, which was an English teacher, also wanted these kids to feel they had somewhere to go, somewhere to write how they feel, because these kids face a lot of distractions such as poverty, drugs, gang violence, single parent homes, murders, loss of friends, just tons and tons of distractions that, maybe not the average student would face in high school. So basically, the main point of the author is to get the reader to feel what these kids are saying, to, be able to envision what's going on. And I think they really got that, because literally every time I read something, like, if it was a poem or an entry, I can envision what's going on. I can, feel like I was in these kids' shoes, as if I was almost experiencing what they had. That's just how descriptive it was. And that's what was so good about the book, that's probably the most interesting part of the book, because the descriptiveness of it was what kept me going, kept me reading, and not putting the book down. It was so hard for me to put it down, and that's just how I got through the book. It was a long book, a lot of pages, but since it was so interesting, I just zipped right by it. Hard to put down, like I said. And I don't think any kid would really dislike reading this book, Any kid could enjoy this book too, It could be a kid who's living a fairly easy life, not facing any struggles, and when they read this book, they can feel, oh, I'm very fortunate to have everything I have, because these kids didn't have much, or these kids are facing a lot of things. Or the kid who's living a hard, struggling life can also relate with these students and say, oh, I'm not the only kid struggling. So, they don't feel alone. Like I said, I don't think anyone would dislike this book. It's just a really good book, very descriptive, hard to put down, as I said, and very, 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 very interesting. It's definitely one of my favorite books that I've ever read, and I recommend it to anyone around my age group or older. There are very descriptive scenes, so I don't recommend it to the younger kids, but great book. I recommend it to anybody. Thanks.